The Broncos sort of last night storm back and they do their thing against this red-hot Vikings. Great story, not just a great story, whatever you make of it, 21-20. And let's start with the winners because they are now winners of 4 straight, okay? 4 straight wins for this squad. And if you look at the standings, they're now just a game back of both Houston and Pittsburgh for an AFC Wild Card spot. Still a crowded field there in the AFC, but the Broncos are truly still alive and right in the thick of it. They had a 1-5 start that was brutal. It really has been an incredible turnaround from this group, and it hasn't been easy. All of the games, they're not exactly blowing anybody out, right? They're super close. They're compelling. A lot of them in prime time, different situations, I'm going to say Sean Payton and company, they keep getting it done with the game on the line. The offense had its struggles at points last night. Russell did lead his league-leading 4th game-winning drive of the year, and he was asked about the game. He was asked about how he's been able to lead these sort of comebacks week in, week out, and here's what he had to say.
For me, it's all about the teammates. Those guys making great plays. It's, Samanje making a big first down the past several weeks. It's the line, give me enough time to make the decisions, and we're checking the play and everybody being poised. It's guys making key, I think about Jerry Jeudy making a key 3rd down last game against the Bills, right over the ball, deep over the ball, that kept the drive alive. It's just those things. It's guys like Courtland Sutton being the best version of Courtland Sutton. He's dominant, and he's playing like he's been playing like all-pro, Pro Bowl player, and that's who he is. But that's who he is every day. So it's just being us. It's just being the best version of us when the game's on the line and having that clutch gene.
So there's a lot of things I like about that clip. It's why I wanted to show it to you guys this morning, because you have to love and give credit to Russell Wilson for handing out credit to everyone, the offensive line and everything going right, and Jerry Jeudy from a week ago, a callback. So that's nice to see out of a quarterback, but I'm also glad that he singled out a player who I think does not get enough love, and that's Courtland Sutton. This guy has been clutch as all clutchness can be all year round, and he took it to another level last night. First, it was this one-handed diving catch on 4th down. Unbelievable. This keeps the 4th drive, this keeps everything alive, guys. And then his ability to go up and moss the entire Viking secondary for the game-winning score, bang. He's already set a career high with 8 touchdown catches this season. 8! And he's one back of Tyreek Hill for the league lead right now, even with all the positive vibes as we check this out. And just a great guy. We got to talk to him when we were in Denver. Great vibe, great energy. I'm still waiting for the big Russell Wilson game. I would say that. You heard Collinsworth talk about it a little bit last night. You want to throw the ball downfield. And let Russ cook is what the whole thing was, right? Like, you want to see consistency. You want to see Russell letting it rip. I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the big Russell game. I thought we might see it. It's hard to imagine the way things are going. You're in playoff contention. What can you do? Coming off their bye week, I thought Russell was going to come out sort of on fire. It hasn't happened. I'd like to see that go down because there is a legit chance that we find this team in the playoffs. And as of this morning, they're plus 310 to get in over on FanDuel Sportsbook. And we checked leading into the show, of course, but I think the only way that kind of goes down is if the offense picks it up a little more, and it starts and ends with Russell Wilson. As much as he's ditching out love to everybody else, and as much as everybody else deserves, it needs to be like the good he should get, but also the bad, like some of the inconsistency that we've seen. So as cool as the comebacks have been, I'm not sure this is like sustainable. They've got a tough matchup next week. They got the Browns. This Vikings run game had their way. Like this run defense with what's going on in Denver, they need to be much better. And it's the feistiest defense in the National Football. It's the best defense in the National Football League, in my opinion. And so they got to get a win over Cleveland. A tough win, not a great matchup for them. Just looking at it from a surface level on a Monday, if they want to try and push for that wild card spot. As for the Vikings, my concern level is pretty much 0 for them after this loss, guys. They're still 2 games up in the win column over every other team in the NFC wild card race. I mean, the next game out, and the next team out rather, on that list is the 4-6 Packers, who looked a little better yesterday, got themselves a win, that's fine. But the turnovers kind of sunk them last night. They still played really well. You can't take anything away from these Oh my gosh, this Vikings fan base just wants it so bad, and they deserve it. They're a tortured fan base. I'd be shocked if they're not playing on Wild Card weekend. I think everybody needs to not worry. And so does FanDuel Sportsbook, by the way. They're still minus 235 to get into the playoffs. So clearly the books think it's happening too, if that means something to you.